Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take, for Tuesday night, June the 3rd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Well, the secret is out. On Sunday night, I was hoping that I could share the good news, but then we weren't ready to go public. Then on Monday night, it did go public because they went public about an hour before Canucks After Dark. So on the Canucks After Dark show, I shared the wonderful news that my eldest son, Sean, is engaged to his lovely girlfriend, Francesca. And Sean will be on the show in 20 minutes at around 11:20, 11:25. He'll bring on the last 15 minutes of the show. So just so I can show you right now, the three topics tonight, we're going to talk about Derek Forbort. We're going to talk about the Oilers versus the Panthers. And then we're going to talk about my son, Sean, being engaged. So that is the lineup for tonight. So it's going to be a good show. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support, and to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from. Whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel, get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. Like when I dropped the video at 4:30 p.m. today about the Derek Forbort signing. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that Derek Forbort is coming back for another season, like the fact that the Canucks look like they're going to be hiring some assistant coaches, like the fact that the Stanley Cup Final begins tomorrow, like the fact that my son Sean is engaged, and like the fact that Sean is going to be on the show, and like the fact that we are building such an awesome Canucks community. You can leave a donation like Swerve and Irvin already did before the show even started. I'll get to that in a second. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. The community leaderboard that I still don't know how it works, but I must admit it is kind of cool, even though I don't know what it is. Swerve and Irvin leading with 250 experience points. Don't ask me how you get them. Skytrain Alfred in second with 150, and then we have a lot of people tied with 75 points. So Swerve and Irvin way up on the lead in the community leaderboard. I think you can move up by leaving some messages. Maybe donating helps because Swerve and Irvin is the only one to donate so far, and he is way atop the leaderboard. So let's give some love to Swerve and Irvin, who actually gave this donation at 20 minutes early, not 4 hours early. Swerve and Irvin with the $3 donation, legendary Swerve and Irvin. And he says, the kid from the haiku video is getting engaged. What a clever, let's first give some love to Swerve and Irvin for the donation, getting the donation train out of the station. But what a clever reference to one of the very first, not the very first, but one of the very first videos I have on this channel. And it is the ultimate Canucks haiku. It is a 4-year-old Sean, a 2-year-old Jacob, rattling off the best Canucks haiku done in history. And it actually helped us win a contest as the ultimate Canucks family. So great callback, Swerve and Irvin. Thank you for the donation. Let's give some love to Swerve and Irvin in the chat. Now, tonight I have to go pretty quick. I have to be done by 11:45 so I can get to my church for my midnight prayer hour. So I'm going to be pretty strict on time and probably not going to get to a lot of your feedback until Sean's on, and we'll even see how that goes. But we'll see how we do. And we start off tonight by talking about the major Canucks news, and that is the Canucks have extended defenseman Derek Forbort for another season at $2 million. So we signed him last summer on a 1-year contract for $1.5 million. So he does get a $500,000 raise. He was good. He played 54 or 55 games. I can't remember which one it is. He had 11 points, 2 goals, 9 assists. And remember, he started the season late because his dad passed away. So that set him back by a couple weeks. Then he had a slight knee injury. Then he played for the most of the season. And then he got cheap shotted by Jakob Trenin, got punched when he was down, and that broke his eye socket, which is not pleasant. So he started late, he ended early, but in the middle, he played quite admirably. Like, he's never going to be the biggest goal scorer. He's not going to be an offensive threat, but he played well on defense. He's that tall, lanky defenseman, not the fastest guy, but a smart guy and a great penalty killer, a shot suppressor, a gap controller, a veteran presence in the locker room. I think we're going to hear a lot more about Derek Forbort going forward. And I'll get to the reasons why I think the Canucks made this move. But first, I want to recognize SkyTrain Alfred's donation. So let's give some love to SkyTrain Alfred in the chat. SkyTrain Alfred, $10 donation. Let's give SkyTrain Alfred some love. Thank you, brother. Congratulations to your son on being engaged. It's time for a huge celebration. Yeah, indeed. That's why he's coming on the show in about 15 minutes. Forbort is also off the market. May the cats rise above the oil leak in Edmonton. So I like, Alfred, how you got all three topics in there. Forbort, the Stanley Cup Final, and of course, Sean's engagement. By the way, Jessica has moved up to third place on the leaderboard. So thank you, Alfred. Let's give some love to Alfred in the chat. So on one hand, if you think that, take this move at face value, it solidifies the left side. You got Quinn Hughes, you got Marcus Pettersson, now you have Derek Forbort, and you can never have enough good, healthy defensemen. One might say this blocks DPD's development a little bit, because I think DPD showed enough where he could actually start the season as a third pairing left side D. But remember, DPD actually can play on the right side, and he did so when him and Forbort were in the lineup together before Forbort got hurt at the end of the season. But you might say, well, Clay, I thought the third right shot D-man spot is going to be a battle between Mancini and Verlander. And that is indeed true. So we know our top four next year, at least to start the year, is going to be Hughes, Hronek, Pettersson, and Myers. We know that. Marcus Pettersson. So now this leaves this combination of four defenders, I think, to battle for three spots, right? The bottom pairing and then an extra, unless they have two extras. But you have Derek Forbort and DPD, who are lefties, Mancini and Verlander, who are righties. So it could be a battle between the three young guys for two spots, three guys battling for two spots. You got to consider waivers and waiver exemption and all that kind of thing. Or maybe it means that one of these guys, the three young guys, are more expendable in a trade now. Because I don't want to do this, but do you trade DPD? Do you trade Verlander? Do you trade Mancini, either with or without the first round pick, the 15th overall pick? And now you have some ammunition. Now you have some draft cap or some trade capital that you could use to get a second line center or a top six winger. So we don't have to we don't have to come up with the answer today, but that is indeed something to think about. Does this Derek Forbort signing, does it block the development of Elias Pettersson, the defenseman, and or B, does a trade become more likely, or just keeps the options open for a trade? So love your thoughts on that. Actually, why don't I take, because I'm not going to take too much Derek Forbort talk once Sean comes on, let's do 2 or 3 minutes right now on this Derek Forbort issue. Derek Forbort specifically. So we got, Edmund saying Derek Forbort could be a trade asset as well. Yes, that is true. Tyler says this signing means they're going to trade one of their younger defensemen to get that second line center. That could be true as well. What else we got here? Forbort is 33. He is. Why didn't they just sign my grandpa? Well, if 33 is your grandpa, then me at 50 must be your great grandpa, Swervin Irvin. And who's the best Derek of all time? Forbort, Dorsett, or Clancy? Who's Derek Clancy? Sean will be on, yes, in the last 20 minutes of the show, Jessica. So those of you that haven't met Sean, get ready. It'll be an experience that you'll never forget. Okay, easy there. And what's wrong with 50 RSA? Why didn't they just sign my grandfather? Yeah, very funny. I was surprised to see Forbort re-signed, but I don't think another team was going to offer him a contract. That's fair too. You got to think from his standpoint. Actually, Fangirl, I hear what you're saying, but I do think he might not have got $2 million from another team, but I certainly think he would have got a contract offer. And Calvin answered this really quick. What happens if all the GMs and whatever goes for rebuild without Aqua knowing until it's too late? No, I think Aquilini expects them to run big plans by him. Oh, yeah, Derek Clancy was an AGM they got from Pittsburgh. Very, very good. Very good. Do you like this sign-in, Clay? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Carol. But do I like the signing? Yeah, I've vlogged about it already. I don't mind it. Derek Forbort is still cheap. It's reasonable. He provides veteran leadership, and he might insulate one of the young guys for a while, and or make one of the young guys more expendable, which I don't like, but it depends who I get. If we end up trading Mancini or Verlander for a really good second line center who's going to be here for a while, then I think we need to be open to that kind of thing. You have to give up quality to get quality. I always say that. So you can't just, give up not quality and expect quality back. So there we go. A bit of Derek Forbort talk. We can actually continue this conversation tomorrow if it works, but let's move on. Actually, there's a couple more. I'm fine with Forbort signing, but I will let him go through free agency. That's fair. Tyler likes the extension. That's fair. Derek is certainly familiar with our city, and the coaching staff is familiar with him. In the North Division, when Forbort jumped Hoglander, I forgot about that actually. What's the point of even 1 year? No, there's the older guys usually only get 1 or 2 year contracts, Jessica, because they you don't want to sign an older guy to a 2 or 3 year contract and then have him fall off the map after a year. So often journeymen only get 1 year contracts a year at a time. So let's go. Line change leads to my second topic, which I actually didn't make a banner for. The Canucks bringing in Kevin Dean comes out, and then Forbort resigns. Okay, so Kevin Dean is reported by Thomas Strands this morning as one of the 2 assistant coaches that will be named by the Canucks. Kevin Dean, a defensive specialist, 5 years in Boston and then 3 years in Chicago. Derek Forbort played under Kevin Dean in Boston. Forbort likes Dean. Dean, I'm sure, likes Forbort. A rumor that Dean's going to be the next defensive coach, assistant coach. Then Forbort resigns. No coincidence, and that's fine. That's fine. If you need some of these connections and coincidence to happen to make good things happen. So yes, expect to hear the name Kevin Dean a bit over the next week or so as they announce him as one of the 2 assistant coaches. And probably, though, as Thomas Strands hinted, they're going to wait until they hire their other assistant coach who will focus more on the offense, and then they will announce both of them together. Jessica, hold on a sec. Aren't you 16 years old? Aren't you 16? So why are you so? Don't worry about finding someone yet. Now there are 2 Jessicas in the chat. Although, yeah. So, it's interesting. The community leaderboard is your YouTube name or YouTube account name, and then the chat is your YouTube display name, if that makes sense. You pause your show for this. What were you watching? What is more important than watching me at 11 p.m.? Okay, so that is a bit about Derek Forbort and a bit about Kevin Dean. Second topic tonight is the Stanley Cup Finals begin tomorrow. And I remember I was writing down all our predictions on a big piece of paper, and then I would bring it out after every round. So I couldn't find it. I cleaned up my office, which actually looks nice for once, but now I can't find that piece of paper. I'm pretty sure that we picked Oilers and Panthers as a community to make it to the finals. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna give you 1 minute. So this is the crazy 1 minute poll. Basically, who wins the cup? Is it the Oilers or is it the Panthers? Not who do you want to win, it's who is going to win. So this prediction time, this is our chance to show, to prove, and to pat ourselves on the back and say, hey, we are smart. We get all of these things right. So I'm going to give you a minute right now to vote in this poll. And then if I find it by tomorrow or certainly by next week, I will bring out our predictions and we'll go, maybe we'll do it at the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs, is we'll go over our predictions round by round. So who is going to win? Is it going to be Edmonton? Is it going to be Florida? By the way, Shannon, just while we're waiting, are you still cool to come on the show tomorrow night as a pre-birthday, or maybe we bring you on And then we keep you on until 12, so it's our show birthday. So Shannon, can you type in the chat that you are still okay to come on tomorrow night, because I will not be streaming on Thursday night. So let me know, Shannon, if you are still good to come on the show. And thanks to everyone who joined us for Canucks After Dark. It was our first show in 5 weeks. I'm glad that we actually got together and got to hang out. And it was good to see Parker for sure. All right, 10 more seconds, you guys. 10 more seconds to vote. 10 more seconds to vote. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Shannon, you're home by 10. Good. Our show's not till 11. Here we go. And our official CCC community prediction is the Edmonton Oilers. 53% of you said Edmonton. 46% of you said Florida. So we have one more thing to do, guys. Now that we've said Edmonton as a community, right? We go by the majority. We say, how many games will the series last? And remember, we're saying Oilers win. That's what we're saying. Is it 4 games? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? This will be the last question I do. Then I will go, I will do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then we'll bring on the newly engaged person. All right. So I'll give you a minute to vote. Oh, by the way, I guess I should recognize Adam, who buys himself a franchise membership. So let's get some love to Adam in the chat. So let's get some love in the chat to Adam, who rejoins as a franchise member. Great to have him on here. Welcome back to franchise membership, Adam. Thank you for your support as always. And right on cue, Adam gifts a membership. So let's give some love to Adam that way. So shout out to Adam for gifting a franchise membership, and it goes to Casey Schiffel or Schiff. I almost swore there. So Casey, welcome to franchise membership, and Adam, thank you for your generosity. My friends, we are 3 fists towards a high five now. We have a new member in Adam. We have the membership gift, thanks to Adam. We have donations, thanks to Irvin, and thanks to, I'm just pulling it up. It was Skytrain Alphen, right? Irvin and Skytrain Alphen. So we are indeed 3 fifths our way to a high five. So thank you very much, Adam, for joining as a franchise member. And thank you for your generosity as well. Okay, let me do my Mitchell sponsor read right now. And we will, right after that, we will bring on my son, Sean. So I always start off my Mitchell sponsor read by thanking my primary sponsor, and that is Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/clay. and receive a free 5-day workout when you do so. Thanks to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Also, a couple other things. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Don't forget my shows. Let's do this first. Ways that you can get involved. You can subscribe to the channel. You can like the video like many of you have done. You can leave a donation like SkyTrain Elfrin and Swerve and Irvin have done. You can gift a membership like Adam Lee has done. You can buy your own membership like Adam Lee has done. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. And my shows this week, as a reminder, I only look forward, but yes, we did Canucks After Dark last week. We're here tonight. I'm doing a show tomorrow night. I'll bring on Shannon for the last half of that show. And if we stretch to midnight, we can actually wish her a happy birthday. Her birthday is actually on Thursday, but I'm not doing a show on Thursday night. So I want to bring Shannon on tomorrow night. So it's a week of guests. Sean tonight, Shannon tomorrow night. Maybe if your name starts with an S, you have a chance to get on the show. And if you notice, I panned out a little bit because I got to make room for two good looking guys on the screen in a second. And then on Sunday, Legends and Hall of Fame members, get ready because I will start to schedule. I'll send out a call out for our one-on-ones that will happen next week. Okay, I'm going to park the Canucks talk for the rest of the show because I think it can take a backseat to a very, very, very wonderful, momentous occasion that I'll let Sean talk about. So I'll bring him on first. Come on in. Great, you're breaking the ring light. Move the light.
What did I do? Oh.
You've been here for 10 seconds. You're already breaking the studio.
Relax.
You relax.
Relax.
You relax. All right.
It's facing the right way.
No, it's illuminating this. Why would it be facing?
I don't know. You're the one who's bad at tech. We can talk about hockey. I don't mind talking about hockey.
I don't think they care about hockey right now. I think. Why are you touching me?
Why are you touching
Okay,
me?
hold on.
Just because you're so wide doesn't
No,
mean...
you're wider
Don't
than me.
touch
Don't
me.
touch me.
Don't grab my
Okay,
chair.
this is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous, guys.
Okay.
See what I have to live with?
See what I have to live with? Welcome, son. Shake my hand. Don't embarrass me in front of
Don't do something...
150 people.
strange.
Okay, there. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
All right, so Sean is engaged. Emo spreading. Was that bad? So this is Sean. For those of you that haven't met Sean, this is him. Sean, tell everyone what happened this weekend. Okay, I'm moving a little closer. Okay.
Hopefully. Levels are good. I got engaged.
You don't have to lean. You have this whole side. You don't have to lean
Okay,
in.
well then don't move this close.
Okay, there.
Well, it's
Okay, good.
facing you.
Good.
Ready?
Let's go.
Just kidding. I got engaged in Whistler. It started out as a siblings trip. So me, my brother, my sister Kayla, we all brought along our significant others, and we also invited one of my best friends, Yvonne. So it was the 7 of us out there in Whistler on an Airbnb, and I'm pretty sure Cheska, my now fiance, which feels weird to say, I'm pretty sure she knew what was going to happen, but she played along like a champ, and then Dad, my parents, and Cheska's parents were able to join us on the Saturday night, and that's when I proposed, and we went for dinner at a really nice steakhouse out in Whistler. So yeah.
So hold your questions and Swerve and Irvin donations. Don't hold those. Keep sending those in. I'll recognize them all in a second. But I don't want to interrupt or this. We'll chat and then we'll get into the chat if that makes sense. So how surprised do you think Cheska was out of 10?
0. I mean, so the funny thing is, I think Cheska always knew when it was going to happen. It was a little bit too obvious that I was going to be in Whistler, but she was still surprised with how it happened. So half marks.
How did it happen?
So I booked out this little viewpoint by the lake called the Stone Circle. I didn't really need to pay for the booking in hindsight because it was pissing rain all day. But in the morning, me, my brother, and the boys, we went to the spot to scope it all out. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you might have seen my fake proposal to my buddy Yvonne. But we scoped out the spot, all the different camera angles, where we were going to stand, all of those types of things. And then so that way, when we came back in the afternoon, thank God the weather was a lot nicer. We knew where to go. And that's where I proposed.
So I shared a couple clips. If you follow me on X, I reshared a couple stories. But basically, you did it where it was like 2 waves of people, right? How did the first wave of people get to the Stone Circle? Was it under the guise of Kayla wants to take pictures?
So the idea was, and we kind of came up with this super last minute. The idea was when we went for a run, we lost a piece of jewelry that Yvonne was wearing. So that was our excuse to get back to the Stone Circle.
Okay.
I took really long to get ready. I spent a little too long in the washroom on purpose. Maybe not on purpose.
No,
but
that's a
that's
very
a common occurrence.
Very
but-
believable.
So that first car went there. They took all the decorations. They did a really great job there. Set up all the camera angles. So that way, when me, Cheska, and Jacob's girlfriend Michelle went in the second car, everything was set up, and all we needed to do was go to the spot.
Serious question: why would you have to dress up to look for a piece of jewelry?
We were gonna go for dinner right away afterwards.
Okay, so find the jewelry.
So the plan was, if Yvonne found it first, we would just meet them at the restaurant. But the plan was always to go out to a nicer dinner that night anyways.
But then she didn't suspect anything at that particular moment because you were in the can taking care of business, and that's normal.
Yeah, normal is a bit of a stretch, but no, it's not. A bit
You
of a
usually
stretch.
don't take care of business?
I take care of business.
Okay.
I stand on business in the can.
So meanwhile, Gail and me, and then Cheska's parents met Yvonne and the crew, the first crew at the place. And while they were setting up, we were setting up a bit higher, basically behind some trees. And we parked our cars in a place where we thought would be good, like behind bushes. There's no way Cheska would see. Then you guys pull in.
Right.
And then what happens from
I'm
there?
driving recklessly. Like, I'm trying to zoom as fast as I can to make sure that she's so discombobulated she can't pay attention to her surroundings.
Also a regular occurrence.
I pulled a nasty left turn into that parking lot. It was dangerous off of Sea to Sky. But anyways, so we proposed, and the first words out of Cheska's mouth after yes was, "I saw both your cars," referring to our parents. But
yeah,
that's a funny story. She's very observant, and again, she wasn't too surprised, but it all worked out in the end.
So then hug, kiss, take pictures, and then she surprised you with something.
Yeah, so she actually gave me an envelope a while back that said, "Open this after you propose," and basically it was her surprise back to me, and she is treating us to a vacation in what's quickly becoming one of our favorite destination spots in Vegas. So we're going back to Vegas again. Thank God, not watching the Canucks get pumped by the Golden Knights. I've done that one too many times. But we're going to be watching Bruno Mars, who is one of my favorite artists, and it's something that I'm super, super excited for.
So what's really cool is Cheska was working with me to book flights, buy the Bruno Mars tickets, and use our comped hotels because we're not rich enough to spend money either. So we're only going because we get free accommodations. So while I'm working that parallel angle of hiding Bruno Mars from Sean, we are obviously I'm working with Sean it's him and the siblings hiding the proposal from Cheska. So basically, picture this: we had two parallel lies going, and then finally they were both exposed within 10 minutes of each other on the Saturday in Whistler. And then with regards to Bruno and the trip and everything, it was funny. We after she surprised Sean by saying, "We're going to Bruno Mars," he was happy. And then my lovely wife Gail says, "And we're coming too," which is true. The whole family's going. So
yeah,
great, right?
Classic us.
Yeah.
Family trip to Vegas.
Okay, so I think let's do this for 10 to 12 minutes. Let's let people pump you with questions. Right before we do that, though, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I want to thank Swerve and Irvin for the donation. So let's give some love to legendary Swerve and Irvin. And I'm gonna say it like he types it. Legendary Swerve and Irvin, $2, and ask this: how many donos to tortilla slap your fiance, dog?
A lot, but if we're gonna help pay back some of the cost of this trip, and especially the ring, any donation is welcome. Thank you.
We'll figure out if I get to keep it or if I actually give some to Sean. So great. Let's give some love to Swerve and Irvin in the chat. Okay, let's go. Let's start right here. MGM Grand.
We're staying at the MGM Grand. The concert itself is at Park MGM in that nice small Adobe theater, I think it's called. So again, everything on the strip, everything gonna be super close.
Yeah.
Lots of casinos for us to visit.
See Me No More. I actually talked about the Kevin Dean hiring just before this. I'm not sure how much you know about him. 5 years in Boston, 3 years in Chicago, both as assistant coaches. Had Derek Forbort in Boston. Maybe that played a role in today's signing. Do you have any thoughts on this potential? It sounds like he's going to be one of our two assistant coaches.
Yeah, well, we need assistant coaches, so I'm glad we filled one of those spots. And with so many defensemen, I guess they kind of wanted to mold it around an identity. And if they like this Kevin Dean guy, then I trust them there.
Tyler, it's not a honeymoon yet because they don't get married till next year. This is a engagement gift which is good. Jessica, who's only 16, complains she's single, but 16's fine. There's no rush, Jessica.
Yeah, definitely no rush.
Just OMG, I'm so jealous. I want to go see Bruno so bad. And by the way, Jessica says that I'm supposed to do a mukbang with her.
No, please don't.
Why not?
The way you eat, it would be disgusting.
Why? I thought
It just would be so gross.
it's not ASMR or ADSL
It's
or
pretty-
whatever.
what?
ADHD. What's this thing where you do
You
the
have
sounds?
ADHD.
No, easy there.
No,
Why not?
don't do it.
I said she can be
People-
muck and I'll be bang.
Oh, no,
That is-
no, definitely. You can't say that about a 16-year-old.
Okay. That's the cherry on top of the engagement celebration. Not talking about the mukbang. We're talking about Bruno Mars. I don't think. Yeah, no, we're fine. You guys know Bruno Mars' real name is Peter Gene Hernandez. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
His brother's the drummer too.
Oh, for Bruno?
For Bruno,
Oh, cool,
yeah.
cool. How did you meet Cheska?
We actually met. We met online, and the funny story there is we actually matched 2 different times. But we grew up going to the 2 different Catholic schools in Richmond. So there's probably about a dozen to 24 times where we've seen each other in passing without actually meeting before we did online.
Nice. How early did you get that ring before the knee bend?
So we went looking at the start of this year, and by the time everything was bought and picked up, it was probably was it March?
Yeah.
Was it March? It was around March. So I've had it for a couple months. It's been sitting in my mom's closet, and yeah, finally it gets to see the light of the world.
Did you go ring shopping with your mom, or did Sean, or dad Sean to pick a ring?
So we went. Me and Cheska spent a day downtown, going to a bunch of different jewelers, a bunch of different little boutiques, just to get an idea of what she liked. After we figured out what she liked, I went back to the place that we liked the best, and I worked directly with them to build the custom ring. And then it was really nice. Dad, my mom, and Kayla got to come with me to pick it up. So that was a really nice trip as
Then
well.
what else happened on that trip?
You can explain. It was your money.
Well, then Gail found a ring that she liked, and a little bit of money later, and now we both have rings to get.
And we both have no money.
Yeah, we both have no money. So more donations. Just kidding. And by the way, anyone who's been on my 24-hour live streams or has been part of these streams before, you know how much I enjoy it when Sean, Jacob, Kayla, and Gail, very rare, but anytime Sean and Jake especially get on the stream, it's fun. And every 24-hour live stream, they take an hour so I can rest, I can shower. But I didn't shower this past 24-hour live stream because that was the hour where we were slapping each other in the face with tortillas.
Can you make that? You should have an overlay of that when someone donates. Just you getting
Well,
smacked.
it is. Actually, I
You
can
know,
start
one
playing it. Yeah.
smack-
You can
getting
help.
Smacked by Kayla.
You can help me. If it was you and Kayla versus Jacob, you and Kayla versus Jacob in a bowling tournament, who would get more points?
Me and Kayla.
Yeah,
Me and Kayla.
if it was combined.
If it was combined.
But if it was 1v1v1, how many
It'd be
times out of
Jacob.
times out of 10 can you beat Jacob?
the over under is probably 2.5 games out of 10.
How many times out of 10 do you think I could beat you? Be honest. Don't try and be
Probably
funny
the same,
this year.
2.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I would say the gap between me and you is the same gap between me and Jacob.
Right. So it goes Jacob, then me, then you. That
yeah,
makes sense.
sure.
Is Cheska Filipino?
Yes, Cheska was born in the Philippines but moved here when she was 6 or 7.
What are some top honeymoon destinations you might consider?
We're not sure.
Why'd your voice just crack? You're 23 years old. And you said, we're not sure.
What do you mean?
Your voice just cracked.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I'll show you.
No, I
Your-
didn't. Fine, watch it back.
Watch it back.
Watch it back. Kick your butt. Where was I? Honeymoon destinations. Probably we're thinking a cruise would be fun. Japan's also up there, but we haven't really put much thought in it, to be honest.
When are you getting married?
Next year.
Like more.
Summer next year.
Okay. Give us a haiku because he did donate saying the haiku boy is getting married.
You do it. You wrote. So it's not even like we came up with these haikus. We were 4 and 2 years old, forced in front of the camera, and then we would have to recite these lines, and Jacob, being illiterate, would screw it up every single time. And it was awful to film.
Sean is now engaged to beautiful Francesca. Life is going.
Oh,
Life will now soon change there.
okay. Good save.
Thank you. Did I say ADSL?
You said something that I don't think is very politically correct.
dim sum mukbang.
No, you don't like Chinese food.
Because you dim some, you lose some.
That's not.
That's a good one.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes, so RSA, who's a bowling fan,
Yeah.
Sean and Clay, did you see that Lavoie has the best single pin spare percentage in the PBA 90. Yes, Sean, the account that Sean runs, I think you're the one who posted it today.
Yeah, so JR Pro Shop, the team that we run, we're actually sponsors of our good friend Frankie. So if you're ever watching Frankie Bowl on tour, on his left sleeve, you'll see me, Jacob, Jordan, and Ryan. You'll see our little caricatures on his face. So yeah, 99% is insane, and that's why he is a world-class bowler that we're really lucky to get to play with.
That's nice. You get to go to Vegas and you get a musical artist that you both like. That's awesome, Mr. Sean.
Thank you.
Says Simon.
Thank you.
It's nice seeing this side of Clay. No, you're still seeing the same side. Oh, you mean, yeah, no, I love my kids. I love my family. And I love not talking about the Canucks once in a while.
And your best side would probably be if you turned around and faced that way for an hour.
Your best side, your inside. I'm laughing with my face mask over my face and I've cold water. Huh? What does that mean? Why are you wearing a face mask if you're at home? Or no, like a girl face mask, not a COVID mask. Anyways, Jessica, my girls are 16 and some date and some... My girls are 16 and some date and some don't, so it's all right. Huh? You don't have... What? You don't have girl... A 16-year-old... I don't get it.
Let's move on.
Sean, you can do the mukbang with Clay.
No, you definitely don't want to see that. If you don't want to see yours, you definitely don't want to see mine.
Loving the banter between you two, identical to me and your dad. Well, thank you, Tyler, and I hope you treat your dad nicer than Sean treats me. When you go bowling, what famous alley do you have to go bowling in Vancouver? And do you like getting spares and strikes, Mr. Sean?
We not a lot of famous bowling alleys in Vancouver, I'd say, but our home center is formerly Lucky 9 Lanes, which is now Splitsville Riverport. And yes, I like to strike and spare when I can.
We need another 24-hour live stream. Every 2 years, Selena, it does take a lot out of me. Did you use Bumble to match?
No, we did not use Bumble. And we did not use Tinder, so... What?
You said you did use Tinder?
We did not use Tinder. We matched on Hinge.
You match unhinged?
What?
Huh? Is it too late to take the Atlantic Thrashers to win the cup? Yeah, I don't think they play in the league anymore. Talking about dating, that's fine. Sean and Clay, is Vegas, like people say, very lit up with lights?
Yeah. I would say there's a lot of lights, especially at night.
Is Sean older or younger for him and his woman?
We are 4 months apart. She is older than me.
Are you considering any Filipino traditions for your wedding? Roasted lechon, money dance, not throwing rice?
For the church specifically, we'll do all of them. So we'll do the same ones mom and dad did. So what is that? Cord, candle, and veil.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a coin bearer. And then for the reception, we'll figure out, we're probably not going to do a money dance, but we'll find a nice alternative for it.
Where do you think you might live?
Ideally in Richmond still. We've both been here for quite a long time. So if we can stay here, that'd be ideal.
RSA, who watches the Pro Shoppers, I love Frankie. I've met him 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Skytrain Alfred, who I know watches and even comments on videos. Hey, Simu, see that? Good reference, Skytrain Alfred. What's your take on Derek Forbort resigning 1 year, $2 million?
I like it. I think it bolsters up our back end nicely, and it gives some space for some of the younger guys to play more games in the AHL if they need to.
Gotcha, good. Help me know, Clay. It's a Pike skincare mask. Okay, I wear those all the time. Oh, and Taylor, meaning, the people, the girls and guys he coaches are 16.
There we
soccer
go.
coach. That makes way more sense.
Yes.
So Shannon asked the same thing. Have you and your fiance picked a place to live?
Yeah, hopefully. We haven't picked a place to live, but hopefully in Richmond.
A rice mask from Japan. Thank you, Jessica. You and Cheska need to start a couples YouTube channel.
Maybe we were talking about this. If we do it influencers, maybe companies will send us free stuff. But I don't.
Who and what are you going to influence?
I don't know. Have you seen some of these annoying Vancouver influencers? If they can get free meals, we can definitely.
I actually thought you were going to say you have a channel, then we can.
Yeah, but nobody sends you anything.
Take that back.
Just kidding.
Take
Gassy
that back.
Jack.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Thank you for taking care of him. He needs it.
Don't lose my sponsor. Say thank you to Gassy Jack.
Thank you to Gassy Jack. It means so much to him.
Yeah. Don't say stuff. If you're honestly, if I don't find anyone, I might have to use Tinder. No, you don't.
Jessica, aren't you 16?
Yeah,
you're
she's
okay.
16 years old.
I don't think you should be on Tinder if you're 16.
Taylor says, I love Sean and Clay. They make me laugh. That's great. Congrats, Sean. So happy for you guys. Clay must be a proud dad. I'm very proud. Zal's a good guy. I met him at the game a couple times. Coach Rob and I could do the slideshow of photos if you want.
Oh, sweet. We might have to take you off on that. Thanks, Shannon.
RSA, Sean, and I are birth year triple. Oh, Taylor, so you're an 01 and RSA is an 01 as well? Good. I mean, that makes sense that then the 16-year-old was about coaching than not having a 16-year-old kid. Awesome, awesome. Steveston has really good restaurants and frozen yogurt.
Yes, we love Steveston.
Who has the crazier family, Sean or Cheska?
It's a good question. I don't think either of them are crazy. I think we're both loud and fun in our own ways, but nothing crazy. What would you say after spending a weekend with Jessica's family?
Well, I do like them a lot. The dad is quite sarcastic. Like, he's pretty funny. Like, he's pretty witty. Like, not sarcastic in a bad way. He's fun. Mom a little, kind of like me and Mom, I guess. Mom's a little bit more reserved, but very generous and very nurturing and very caring. I've met one of Cheska's two siblings. I can't see how her and her two brothers are as crazy as you, Jacob, and Kayla.
No, we are much louder than the three of them.
Yeah.
But I don't think crazy is the right word. I think we all get along really well.
Is Clay going to MC the wedding?
Definitely not. We're trying to get out at the time that the reception hall needs us out. And if he MCs, we're never going to get to anything else. We might not even eat dinner at that point.
What are you talking about? I miss my dad. We don't really have banter like this, but I wish I had that relationship with him, but I don't get to see him often. Hey, Tyler, thank you for your honesty and for your trust in the safe space. Yeah, we're lucky. As much as Sean and I tease each other, and especially he teases me, I think we both recognize, and all our kids recognize, that we are not perfect family, but we're certainly blessed with our health and with our faith and with the things we get to experience. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Do you mean it?
Yeah.
Your voice cracking again. I think you're nervous or something. Did you
I'm nervous because you're sitting next to your...
Did you go out with other matches on Hinge before your current wife?
No comment. Next question.
Who is Cheska's favorite Canuck?
Kiefer Sherwood.
Why?
Like, not even... Like, it's ridiculous how much she likes Kiefer Sherwood more than she likes me. But again, we're both Japanese, so... maybe she liked me first, and because of that, she likes Kiefer Sherwood. But she thinks he's good looking. I think he's good looking, actually. So
I do too.
Very good looking guy, Kiefer Sherwood. So Kiefer Sherwood, if you're watching this, please sponsor our wedding.
Last 2 minutes: KFC, Burger King, or MacD?
Mackie D's.
You should see your dad whenever he gets loopy on a stream that never ends.
Yeah, well, I live with him, and it's much worse than whatever he portrays here.
How do you feel now that? Clay, how do you feel now that Sean is going to get married? I'm so excited, so proud. Love Cheska. What are you and Gil planning once Sean, Jacob, and Kayla are not living at home? Well, it's going to be a while because Kayla's only 17. But Gil and I do like to travel and we do like to eat out. So those are two things that we don't even have to wait till they're out of the house. We do that already. His girlfriend goes to my nail salon.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Do you know what nail salon is? I'm not putting you on the spot.
No, I think Cheska goes to somebody's house.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Or...
I don't know what's going on here.
Nail salon, or
we'll get some clarification.
We'll dig deeper. We'll circle back to that one.
Okay, I got to wrap up the next 2 minutes. So thank you for coming on. Congratulations.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Thanks a lot.
Adios.
Good one. Oh, last question. Is Jacob the best man? Sean. I can answer for him. Yes, Jacob will be his best man. Also, we have a late monthly membership message. Oh my. By the way, this means we're 4/5 to a high five. We are 4/5 to a high five. Congrats, Sean. Definitely a big step. I'm happy for you both. Thank you, Daniel. Let's give some love to Daniel in the chat. And yes, we have a monthly membership message. We have a gifted membership. We have a donation, and we have a new membership. All we need is an upgrade, and then we will have a high five. But as much as I would love to, Kiefer's girlfriend, not Sean's girlfriend. Sean, Kiefer's girlfriend goes to the same place that Selena goes to get her nails done. Not your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Kiefer, you knew that?
No.
Yeah, Kiefer Sherwood's girlfriend. Yeah.
Also, Kiefer Sherwood's engaged, which makes Jessica very sad.
All right, and I know you do your nightly look for the line for the upgrade button. Thank you, Tyler. You guys, you're awesome. I'm awesome. Sean's awesome. Cheska's awesome. We're all awesome. But this is the night where I cannot go late because I have to be at my church in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do a quick wrap up. So thank you. I'm so grateful that Sean came on. Shannon, I'm gonna bring you on for an early birthday appearance tomorrow night. I will send you the link sometime tomorrow night before I come on the show. But thank you, everyone. Moderators, Thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Swervin Irvin, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you for your support. Thank you to Hall of Fame franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, subscribing. You can do that on the way out. Like the video, subscribe, and leave a late donation. Thanks to Advanced Experts Real Estate. Thanks to Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. And that would be Swervin Irvin with the early donation, Skytrain Alpha with the donation, Adam Lee with the membership, Adam Lee gifts a membership, Swervin Irvin with another donation, and Daniel uses his monthly membership message. Thanks to all of you. My next show is tomorrow night at 11 p.m. So I hope to see you then. And then the last thing I do before my bad joke, congratulations to Swervin Irvin, who wins today's leaderboard at 275 points, followed by Simon and Fangirl and Rinketic and Alfred and Taylor, all tied for second with 150 points. And if there's anything else that I can offer you tonight, is indeed this, not from experience, but just from what I know. P.S. Stay off of Tinder. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. What is a lawyer's favorite drink? Yes, what is a lawyer's favorite drink? Sapina colada. A sapina colada. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.